Hi guys, in today's session we will see how to automate Windows desktop UI with the Schooly in Selenium script. Okay, so first of all, let me show you what is the Windows desktop UI and why can't we achieve it with the Selenium. Okay, Selenium WebDriver only supports browser automation. Okay, let me show you. If I launch browser and if I perform any operation on this browser, okay, like clicking on this element or click on this element, these are called browser elements which exist on web browser. Okay, so like if I open this my local screen. Okay, so this is my Explorer on my machine, my computer. Okay, so this is called Windows Desktop UI. Okay, or Windows Desktop element. Now sometimes from browser we need to open this Windows Desktop UI. Okay, let's suppose you have to upload one local file from your system. Okay, or you have to download some file. Okay, in that case you cannot automate this Windows Desktop UI with the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so to do that you have some external libraries, like you can use AutoIT, okay, and Schooly. You can use some other tools also. There are a number of tools are available like QTP, other WinApp driver, okay. But majorly these two tools are used, AutoIT and Schooly. Okay, so we will cover both. Today we will cover Schooly, and in the next session we will cover AutoIT. Okay, so let's start with the Schooly. How Schooly works. Okay, Schooly actually uses images to perform some operations. Okay, let's suppose we want to click on this sign in button. Okay, in Selenium WebDriver we use to find the locators for this element. Like we use some XPath, CSS, by.id, link text. Okay, but in the case of Schooly we need to take images of this of these elements. Okay, if we want to perform click on this sign in button, we need to capture a screen of this element. Let me show you. Like I am having snipping tool. Okay, so you can use any tool. So using snipping tool I can just capture the image of this button. Okay, like this one. So now I can use this image to click on this element using Schooly. Okay, so let's see how Schooly works step by step. Okay, so first of all let me launch Eclipse. Okay, and I will show you how can we integrate Schooly with WebDriver. Okay, click on launch. Guys, if you remember that in the last session we implemented page factory model in which we automated the Stack Overflow login scenario. Let me show you the script. Okay, I'm having these test cases in my project. Okay, let me close all. So in the last session we automated one login test case. Okay, and we performed login on stackoverflow.com. Okay, so I will continue with the same project, and if you have any questions about this, please let me know. Okay, so let me know the errors first. Okay, so have a look. Let me show you the script first. In this script we are launching Chrome browser by creating object of Chrome driver, and we are launching Stack Overflow website, and we are applying some implicit wait of 30 seconds, and we are maximizing the window. And after that we are using page factory init elements to initialize the elements of default page and login page. Okay, if you're not having idea about what is these elements, okay, please just go through the last video how to use page factory model in Selenium WebDriver. Okay, in that video we created this project with the page factory model. Okay, and after doing this we are performing login. Okay, so let me show you like what this script is doing. Okay, by login. Let me run the script, and this script is showing some error. Let me check that what is the error. Yeah, it's showing some okay. So let me run the script and see that what this script is doing. Okay, run as test engine. No, let me check the errors, problems. Line number 20. Okay, is saying to change the Java. Okay, so let's run the script. I don't need these files. Okay, so let's execute this program and see what this login test case is doing. Hopefully it will launch stackoverflow.com and it will log in into the Stack Overflow. Yeah, this script is doing this work. Okay, it's launching stackoverflow.com and performing login. Okay, now we will try to extend the same script to understand Schooly. Okay, so let me show you one scenario to understand that why we need Schooly. Okay, let me click on this scenario of Stack Overflow, in which we will try to create one question. Okay, click on this ask question, and in this question, first of all, we need some title. Let's suppose we want to add what is Selenium WebDriver. Okay, and how to and how to use Schooly in. Okay, so this is our question, and in the body we need to type the details, and there is one option. Okay, to attach screenshot or some image if you want. Okay, let's suppose we have to automate this scenario, and in this scenario we have to attach one screenshot or image. Okay, so we will click on this button. Okay, and once we click on this button, we got these options. Okay, browse and drag and drop or paste. Okay, and we want to check that browse functionality is working fine. So we will click on browse. Now it launched one wizard here, right? This is desktop UI. Okay, so we cannot achieve this window using Selenium WebDriver. Okay, we cannot enter file name here, or we cannot click on open. Okay, so we need to use Schooly here. Okay, now how can you do that? Let's see that. First of all, Schooly is an external component. This is not provided by Selenium WebDriver. We need to add dependencies for Schooly. Okay, so how to do that? Let's see that. So we are having Maven project here. Okay, so we will try to do the same for Schooly. We will add Maven dependency for Schooly. Okay, till now we are having dependencies for Selenium. Okay, and TestNG and event and extend report. Okay, so let's launch Chrome browser. I'm already having one, and search here Maven repository. Okay, click on the first link, and in the search box type Schooly X API. So you need to search Schooly X API. Okay, so you can click on this first link, Schooly X API. Package name is com.schoolyx. Okay, click on this link, and you got these different versions for Schooly. Okay, so latest version is 2.0.4. It was released in March 2020. Okay, so click on this link, and so we are using Maven project, so we will copy this Maven dependency. Okay, and we will paste this dependency in our pom.xml file. Okay, so let's build this project. Right click on pom.xml file and click on Maven, click on update project, click on OK. So it will download all that jar files from Maven repository, central repository. Okay, now see that whether we successfully downloaded the Schooly jar files. So we need to check it from event dependencies, expand this folder, and here we will find SQL jar files. Okay, search with S. Okay, so it's showing us SQL API jar file. Okay, so our version was 2.0.4. Okay, so we are getting here 2.0.4.jar file. Okay, so we have successfully downloaded the SQL API's jar files. Okay, now let's move to the script file. Okay, so as I told you, we will continue with the same scenario of Stack Overflow, and in which in a ask section, ask question scenario, we will upload one picture. Okay, so till now we have performed login. Okay, after that, now we will create one object of Schooly. Okay, so there is one class screen. Okay, so let's type screen. So guys, this first object of screen is showing as com.sun.jna.platform.unix.x11. Okay, so this screen class is belong to some Java platform. Okay, so but we want a screen class of Schooly. Okay, so please pick a screen object of org.schooly. Okay, org.schooly.script. Okay, be careful in that. So we will create one object here, new screen. Okay, now in this screen class you have various methods. Okay, like s dot, if you want to click on some element, let's suppose I want to click on some window UI element in which I want to click on cancel or open. Okay, let me show you. Like in this Windows pop-up, if I want to click on this cross button, okay, and if I want to click on open button or cancel button, okay, and or if you want to click on this icon or these links. Okay, so for that we have this method as dot click. Okay, in this click method we will pass the name of a maze. Like we want to click on this open button. Okay, so first of all we will capture the image of this open button. Okay, and we'll pass the image in this click method. Okay, so click is used to perform click operation. Okay, here, and let's suppose we want to perform double click. Okay, let's suppose in my downloads folder I am directly having one pic here. Okay, and if I want to perform double click on this image. Okay, so we have method s dot double click. Okay, and in this you will pass the image name. Okay, and similarly if you want to perform right click on something, you can use as dot right click. Okay, this is the method. And one more important example, and let's suppose in this text box, okay, I want to pass the path of that file which I want to upload. Okay, so I need to type the whole path here. Okay, so for that we have method s dot type. Okay, in the first argument we will pass the image of this text element. We will capture image of this element. Okay, and in the second argument, let's suppose I want to pass the name of the file which I want to upload. So I will just type the name of file text.png. Okay, so these are the major operations which are performed by Selenium developers. Okay, while automating UI. There are another operations you can explore it from here. Okay, as dot, like as dot press control space. Okay, so you can use a number of operations here. So we will go with the I will show you just demo of click operation and type operation. Okay, so first of all, to reach this screen we need to automate this scenario. Okay, till now in this script we performed login. Now we have to perform click on ask question. Okay, let me find the locator for this element, and is saying okay, yeah, locator for this is an anchor tag. So we can use some XPath. Okay, so we can use driver dot find element by dot XPath. Okay, and in this we can pass either href is equal to, what is the link, slash questions slash ask. Okay, okay, we want to perform click iteration. Okay, after clicking on this element, we need to click so we need to enter title here. Okay, and we need to enter body here. So okay, we will not perform type operation in this title. Okay, this can be done by Selenium operation only. We just directly jump to this click. Okay, this upload image, click on this element. Let's find the element locator. Okay, so ID of this element is WMD space hyphen image hyphen button. Okay, we will copy this ID and we will use ID locator to click on this element. Okay, driver dot find element by dot ID. Okay, we'll pass the ID here and perform click operation. Okay, yeah. So after clicking on this image, it will open this URL. Okay, from this UI we have to click on browse. Okay, again we need to find the locator here, click on inspect. Yeah, okay, so you can yes guys, we can click on this element using XPath only. Okay, so the name of this element is browse. Okay, so we can use XPath. Okay, so driver dot find element by dot XPath. In this we will pass XPath like okay, we can use text feature is equal to, and in this we will pass the text browse. Okay, and we want to perform click operation. Okay, as soon as we click on this browse element, this one, it will launch desktop UI. Okay, now we have to automate this desktop UI using Skuli. Okay, for that we have this screen. Okay, screen object. Now first of all, let's try this. This script is working fine, then we will switch to this Skuli work. Okay, let me close all the browsers and see that with the current script we are reaching here. Okay, it should launch this pop-up. Let me put some weight here so that we can check that it's launching Windows UI. Click here, click on add for declaration. Okay, we added one exception here, that is throw exception. Okay, so let's run this scenario and see that this script is launching that Windows pop-up. Run as test.ng. It's showing some errors. Let me delete the file. So this is some other file. Let me delete this file. Okay, let me run the script again, this one. Right click, run as test.ng. It's launching browser and entering credentials. Have a look, it's launching this Windows UI. Okay, now we have to upload one file here. Okay, for that we need to pass the path of that file here in the file name text box, and after that we have to click on this open button. Okay, to do that we need to capture screenshots of these elements. Okay, let's suppose if you want to type in this text box. Okay, then we need to capture the image of this text box. Okay, and then if we want to click on this open button, we need to click on this open, we need to take a screenshot of this open button, and then we have to perform click operation using screen class object. Okay, first of all we can try before typing operation. Sometimes we face issue with the type operation. Let's try with the simple cancel button. Okay, we will take a screenshot of cancel button, and we will see that it's actually performing click on cancel button. Okay, so to take screenshot, I will be using snipping tool. You can use any tool. Okay, let me launch snipping tool, new. Okay, so I want to click on cancel button. I will just capture this element. Okay, now this is the image, and I want to save this file in my this project folder. So I will create one new folder here. I will create one new folder, and name as Sequely images. Okay, I will just copy the path of this directory and will save the file here. Okay, so I will save this snapshot in save as, and I put the path here. Okay, and will name as cancel button. Okay, so it should be saved here in our local project. Okay, have a look. We got one folder here, and have a look. We are having one cancel button.png. Okay, now we will try with the this screen class object as that is actually clicking on this cancel button.png. Okay, so let's try to perform this operation as dot click, and in this click method we need to pass the path of this cancel button.png file. Okay, so this file is in Sequely images folder. So let me try system dot get property. Okay, it will get the path of our project user dot directory. Okay, and using plus we can paste the path of this file properties, and we can just copy this path. Okay, this system dot get property user directory will return the path of this project directory. Okay, this is Java method to do that. Okay, now this statement should click on cancel button. Okay, so it's showing some error here. So it is saying we should add throws exception here. Okay, so this method can raise find failed exception in your program. So it's the compiler is suggesting us we should add throws error find failed. Okay, so you can add here. Okay, so we got this one. Let me show you find fail. So let me show you this script in debug mode. Let me put breakpoints here, and we'll see that whether it's clicking on let me comment this speed. Okay, let me close all the browsers. Okay, right now we are not having any Chrome browser open. Let's run the script. Okay, so we will stop at perform a login. Okay, okay, so let me press F11 and it will start script execution in debug mode. Yeah, it will start launching browser. Okay, so let me start debugging, and it will maximize the screen. Okay, now it will click on login button. Yeah, now this will perform login here. It will just log in into the Stack Overflow application. Let me one second. Let me show the script. Okay, now next question is it will click on ask question. Okay, have a look. Now we are at ask question page. And now this next operation is line number 32 is saying it will click on this maze button. Okay, let me perform this operation. Yeah, have a look. It's clicked on a maze button. Okay, now line number 33 will click on this browse button, browse link. Okay, let me perform this operation. F6. Have a look. It launched this UI. This is window UI. Okay. Now using this screen object, it should click on this cancel button. Okay, let me try this. F6. I think we got some error. Let's see what is the error. So our test case got failed. Let's see what is the error. Okay, so it's saying test case 1, total test run is 1 and fail count is 1. Okay, let's find the error. What is the error? Okay, is saying find failed error, and the reason for that is saying that this is not able to find this file in the reason.java because this is some resolution issue. Okay, and let's check the resolution of our screen. Display settings, and click on display, or you are already on display page, and resolution of my screen is 1920 into 1080. Okay, and it's saying that resolution should be 1280 into 720. Okay, so let me try with the 1280 and 720. Okay, it's saying 720. Okay, so I will change the resolution of my screen to 1280 and 720. Click on keep changes. So resolution of my screen is changed. Now we have to take another picture of this cancel button. Okay, and I will try to save the image in the same directory. Okay, that we saved here. I think Schooly supported only 1280 into 720 resolution. Okay, so let's try with this resolution. So I will save the file here. Okay, I will replace this file with the new resolution. So let me launch snipping tool. Now resolution of my machine is 1280 into 720. Let me show you again. Open display settings, and from here check that. This is my current resolution of my screen. Okay, 1280 into 720. So now we will take the screenshot with this cancel button again. Let me launch sneaking tool. Click on new, and it will capture the screenshot of cancel button. Okay, now we'll save the screenshot at the same location. We will just replace the older cancel button. Okay, click on save. Yes. Now let's run the script again. Now we will try the same script again. Okay, let me run the script again, and let me press F11. Line number 26, it will maximize the screen. F6. Line number 27, it will just initialize the elements of page factory. Line number 20, it will do the same thing. Line number 29 will click on login button. Okay. Line number 30, it will perform login into Stack Overflow. Yes, on the backend we have actually logged into the application. Now line number 31 will click on ask question, this element. Okay, perform click operation. Now line number 32 will click on this image button, upload image button. Okay, so press F6. Now line number 33 will click on this browse link. Okay, this one. Perform F6. Yeah, we got this window UI. Now we will check that whether our new image with resolution 1280 into 720 is actually clicking on this cancel button. Okay, let me launch Eclipse. Now let me perform F6. So this s.click should click on this cancel button. Let me perform. Let me press F6. Yeah, it performed that. It clicked on cancel button. Let's run this script again. Okay, I got confused whether I clicked on this cancel button or scripted automatically. Now we will just run this script and we will not use debug mode. Okay, let me stop the execution and I will run the script and we'll see that is clicking on cancel button or not. Okay, let's run the script. Our file is in login scenario. Okay, let's run this script. Let me put some slave at the end. Run as test and the test. It's performing login. Yeah, have a look. It's clicking on cancel button, right? So we have successfully configured Squealy into our Selenium project. Okay. Now we will do one thing. We will actually try to upload one image here. Okay. We will type the path of this file that we want to upload in this text box. Okay. And after that we will click on open button. Okay. For that we need two things. First is a screenshot of this text box and screenshot of this open button. Okay, let's take that open snipping tool and click on new and we will just capture the screenshot of this text box. Okay, and it will save as so we will name it as file path text box. Okay, now click on new and we will click a screenshot of this open button and click on save as and we'll save with the open button. Okay, so we have just got the screenshots of these three elements: file name and open button and cancel button. Okay, so in our this folder, Squealy images folder, we are having three images. Okay, cancel button and file path text box. Okay, open button. Okay, to upload image here we need to enter the path of the file in the text box and after that click on open button. As soon as we click on open button it will upload one image here. Okay, it will start showing image here. Okay, so let me show you. So right now we will not click on cancel button. Let me comment this line. Okay, we have to click on this file path text box. Okay, so let me use s dot to enter text. We have type method. Okay, in the type method first of all we need to pass the path of that file. This is the file in on which element we want to enter text. Okay, so file path to text box is this is the text box. Okay, image of text box. So we will just copy this path and we'll paste the file name. Okay, so our file name is file path text box. Okay, let me copy the whole path and we will place here. Okay, now let's suppose we want to upload this open button.png file. Okay, so I will pass the path of this open button.png file. or we can upload this cancel button.png file. Okay, so or you can let's suppose you actually want to ask question, and in that you have some specific screenshot. You can paste that image in your D drive or C drive, and you can pass the path of that drive or file in this text box. Okay, in this type method. So I'm just passing, I'm not having any another file to show you, so I will just upload this maze only, because this is also a maze. So I will upload this cancel.png file. Okay, now this statement will upload this cancel button.png file here. Okay, have a look. Right now we are not having any image uploaded here. After the script, it will start showing you cancel button.image file here. Okay, so let's start the script, and let me show you. Let me close all the browsers here. Right now we are not having any browser open here. Let me run the script again. Run as test-ng test. Have a look, it's entering path of that file, and click on open button. Sorry, we forgot to click on open button. So we have just used as.type. It will type the path of that file. Now we have to click on this open button also. Okay, we forgot to do that. Let's do that. So we need to do write as.click. Okay, and in this click operation we need to pass the path of that open button.png, this one. Okay, so we can just copy this path, and we can pass, just rename this file with the open button okay, open button just copy the whole name and replace the name with the open button.png file. Okay, let's close all the browsers now. Right now we are not having any browser open. Okay, so let's run the script again. It will upload this cancel button.png file. So let's run the script again and see the results. It's launching Chrome browser and performing login, clicking on ask question, clicking on browser, and entering path of that file. Click on open. Have a look, this cancel image is uploaded here. Okay, so now we have uploaded one file using Schooly to automate the Windows desktop UI. Okay, so this is very easy to automate Windows desktop UI with Selenium WebDriver and Schooly. Okay, so in our Selenium WebDriver we are having very less interaction with the Windows desktop UI. Okay, so for that Schooly library is the best possible way to do that. Okay, now what are the steps to do that? First is you need to add dependency for Schooly, okay, library. Two ways: you can directly download the YAR file, or you can add Maven dependency. Okay, now second step is you need to take the screenshot of the elements that you want to perform operations. Okay, so second step is take screenshot and save it as files, as PNG or JPG files. Okay, third step is you need to get one object of screen class. Okay, and the fourth step is you need to perform operation. Like if you want to perform click operation, use s.click and pass the path of that file on which you want to perform some operation, on which you want to perform click operation. Okay, similarly you can perform s.type. Okay, in this you can pass two arguments. First is the path of the image file on which you want to perform operation and on which you want to type something, and the second argument you can pass the actual type like text that you want to pass. Okay, so we show you just two methods, click operation and type method. So these are the just 4 steps to perform Windows desktop UI automation using Squilly with Selenium WebDAV. Okay, so while doing this we faced one issue, that was fail in region. Okay, most of the guys face this issue while automating Windows desktop UI with Squilly. Okay, I explicitly covered this scenario in this tutorial, because if I just change resolution of my machine to 1268 into 720 in the starting, then you will not face this issue. Okay, so I explicitly changed my screen resolution to 192. Okay, and that's why it got failed. To use Squilly and to catch the screenshots, the actual the required resolution is this one. Let me show you display setting. So this is the required resolution to take the images. Okay, so this resolution is required to take the images. Okay, now we have taken the images. If I change the resolution to again 1920 and this one, okay, my script will work fine. Okay, this resolution is required only to take the screenshots and save here. Okay, we already taken the screenshots with the 1268 into 720 screenshot screen resolution. Okay, now you have taken a screenshot. Now you can change your resolution back to 1920 into 1080. Okay, it will not impact you. So I have changed my resolution to 1980 into 1080. Now let me try the script again. Let's see that it's working fine or not. Okay, so let me close this. Let me run the script again. Now resolution system is 1920 into 720. See that it's working fine or not. Have a look. It's performing all operations. Okay, it's clicking on log open button. That means to capture screenshots we need that resolution. Okay, and after that you can restore your resolution to the original one. Okay, so the required resolution is this one. Sorry, so this is the required resolution, 1280 into 720. Okay, you can see it from here also. Guys, that's all for today. Using Squilly you can automate Windows desktop UI. I showed you 2 examples, like how to enter text into Windows UI element, or how to click on Windows UI element. Okay, you can try this thing using Squilly. If you face any issues, you can ask in the comment section. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you so much.